Hey, do you know that they've sent out a subpoena for the Epstein files and it's due by the 19th? Did you know that? House Oversight Committee subpoenas the Justice Department for the Epstein files. Yes, it's gotten serious. They just subpoenaed for it, okay? The Department of Justice building is... Oh, what the fuck is that? The House Oversight Committee has subpoenaed the Department of Justice for... Oh, come on, bitch. The House Oversight Committee has subpoenaed the Department of Justice for records related to its investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell. The subpoena, one of 11 formally issued on Tuesday, calls for all documents and communications relating or referring to Epstein and Maxwell, including information contained in their respective court cases. This is all due by August 19th. It's subpoenaed. It's due. Okay? It came nearly 2 weeks after Republicans on one of the panel's subcommittees joined with Democrats and voted to direct committee chair James Comer to subpoena the DOJ. While the department undertakes efforts to uncover and publicly disclose additional information related to Mr. Epstein and Ms. Maxwell's cases, it is imperative that Congress conduct oversight of the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws generally and specifically its handling of the investigation and prosecution of Mr. Epstein and Ms. Maxwell. I feel like I just read a bunch of nonsense just now. I don't know what I just read, but just, hey, we in here. Comer said in a cover letter addressed to Attorney General Pam Bondi. In addition to the DOJ subpoena, Comer issued subpoenas seeking testimony from several former government officials. The list includes former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, as well as top law enforcement officials from previous administrations, including former FBI directors James Comey and Robert Mueller, and former attorneys General Merrick Garland and Bill Barr. These niggas are all subpoenaed on August 19th. You gotta come in and we gonna ask you about this shit, bitch. Since y'all wanna act like this don't exist, it don't exist, huh? Okay, come on in on August 19th. Yeah, and it's a subpoena, so if you don't come, we're gonna arrest your bitch ass. A potential clash between Congress and the White House, okay? The subpoena for DOJ records risks a potential clash between Congress and the White House over the Epstein saga. For nearly a month, President Trump has attempted to curb mounting frustration from his base and calls for additional transparency, following the release of a DOJ memo announcing there was no evidence of an alleged client list held by Epstein. And if y'all don't think this is credible, look at the bottom. This is NPR. This is NPR talking. Yeah. Trump has tried to lessen some of the questions and criticism on the issue by lobbying for the release of grand jury testimony connected to Epstein, who died in prison while waiting to go on trial on sex trafficking charges in 2019. The administration is also seeking the release of grand jury testimony from the trial for Maxwell, Ghislaine, the woman who helped him do all this shit, who is serving a 20-year sentence on sex trafficking as well and other charges. In a court filing submitted on Tuesday, Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers pushed back against the government's attempt to make the transcripts public, arguing it can negatively impact her efforts to have the Supreme Court review her case. Bitch, we don't give a fuck. You're staying in jail, bitch. Are you kidding me? Public curiosity is insufficient when Maxwell's legal and reputational interests are at stake, lawyers for Maxwell wrote. These factors weigh heavily in favor of preserving the secrecy of the grand jury materials. The administration has also attempted to seek out information directly from Maxwell. At the end of July, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche spent 2 days interviewing her behind closed doors, a move legal experts argued was unusual for a senior DOJ official. They trying to get this fucking info. They are not playing with none of y'all's ass. You think this shit just gonna blow over? Bitch, it's not. Come on to court on August 19th, bitch. It's subpoenaed. The DOJ has not publicized what was discussed in this meeting. Last Friday, Ghislaine Maxwell was also moved from the federal prison in Florida, where she had been serving her sentence for years, to a prison camp in Texas. Despite confirming the transfer, the Federal Bureau of Prisons did not provide details on the circumstances. When asked by reporters on Tuesday if he approved Maxwell's transfer, Trump said he did not have any knowledge of the move. I didn't know about it at all. No, I read about it just like you did. It's not a very uncommon thing. Yes, it is, my nigga. Shut up. Trump was also pressed about Blanche's sit down with Maxwell and her credibility. I didn't talk to him about it, he said, but I will tell you whatever he asked would be totally appropriate. He said it's not a very uncommon thing. Guys, people don't just get moved out of the state to which they were convicted and then move to a different state. If I did a crime in Atlanta, I go to jail in Atlanta, nigga. I don't get moved to fucking Texas unless I also did a crime in Texas to which they need me to show up for. Does that make sense? So unless that's the case, I don't know why she was moved. And he's talking about it's common. This is a fucking rat race, dude. What is happening? But for those that didn't know, everybody got to be in court on August 19th. So we going to see next week, ain't it?